Greetings. Be blessed. So, folks, I haven't watched any conventions. I really don't understand. I think it's part of the process, but I don't even understand why election cycles have to cost this much money. It's a problem for me. But I glimpsed on the TV when the president of the UAW got up there, ripped his shirt off. He didn't rip it off like that racist Hulk Hogan, but he ripped it off and he said Trump is a scab. Okay? I don't know what's wrong with this O'Brien guy courting the Republicans. The Republicans is always going to be scabs. No policies to support unionism. Okay? Listen to all the members of Congress. No policies. How dare the leaders of the Teamsters court these devils? So, I'm neither Democrat or Republican. I'm an independent. Nobody tells me on what platform to vote. So let me tell you this. I vote what's in your wallet. I'm 110% union. Nobody's going to change that. Republicans have not produced any policies to support unionism. They are union busters. Like a goon squad. Come in with sticks and stuff and beat your head in. This is what the Republican Party is about. How? Anyhow, I saw this and it put a smile on my face. Because this is the uncompromising attitude that people should have when coming to their paychecks. You're hearing these Republicans courting these dumbass black people. Oh, the immigrants are taking your jobs. Okay, they asked Trump, what jobs are the black people supposed to have? No answer. This is the kind of bullshit that you guys put up with. But yet you'll vote for a party that will crush unions. Black men and women, if your children can't afford to go to college, here it is. I've been an electrician for 20-something years. Okay? I'm not going to tell you what my salary is, but I haven't regretted a day of being a union electrician. They trained me for free. We had one of the best health cares in Miami-Dade County, maybe in the United States. Had a retirement, had a pension. You know what, folks? When I got tired of the nonsense in Florida, I left and I went to Boston with my ticket, my union dues, my ticket. No questions asked. I went there, went to the union, got a job. I didn't have to start from the ground floor. These are some of the benefits. Anywhere in the territories, you as a trained union man, you would always feed your family. Now, I'm telling you, folks, we have a problem with the trades, okay? We are getting older and nobody's filling those positions. The people that's supposed to fill those positions are home playing video games. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, if your kid don't want to go to school, make them go learn a trade. Get them in a union. I don't care what unit it is. Plumbers, electricians. You name it, they're there. Millwork. You just name it. Elevators. So, I'm telling you, I vote with my wallet. I am never going to vote for a Republican. You hear me? Never. Because I know what they think about unions. And the union is who I am, who made me, who gave me opportunity. These people are fixated on nonsense. Okay? Many of you will vote on abortion. How is another person having an abortion putting food on my table? Tell me. Is abortions against God? Who could say? Who could say? I cannot correlate a biblical significance in somebody choosing to have an abortion or not. It's just absolute stupidity and hypocrisy. How many babies were on the ark? None. None. When the Israelites went to Jericho, what was their mission? Kill everything that breeds. Sodom and Gomorrah. 3 people end up alive. I always say, Republicans, Democrats are from Earth. Republicans are from your anus. Because, almost everything these people promote is just absolute stupidity, knuckle-dragging stuff. I don't care about your guns. Thank God for the Second Amendment. If I feel like arming myself, I arm myself. I don't care about your blonde-haired, blue-eyed God. I don't care about gay people. I know from my teachings, the lifestyle is wrong. You heard what I said, the lifestyle. I cannot condemn the individual. You guys want to condemn the individual. I keep telling you, in your piety lies your destruction. I know how to separate both. So, as a man who believes in the Most High, I am not allowed to love sin. Okay? But I'm not allowed to condemn an individual. It's written in the book, ye without sin cast the first stone. What part of that you guys don't understand? For this reason, I cannot latch on to the Republican Party for their nonsense. It just doesn't resonate with a guy. When you go to court, this is how they make a judgment on your sanity. A person of reason. You have to use reason, because this is how you've been judged in court. You guys not using no reason. Your behavior is highly destructive, and it paves the way for the Antichrist to take over. You see this rise of Catholicism? Where do you think the Antichrist comes from? It comes from the Batty Gang. So you think of this, the athletes invoke the name of Christ and all of this foolishness. The book says, all zeal, not according to the law. It's really sad. All these warnings, Donald Trump is not a demigod, he's a demagogue. Okay? Donald Trump doesn't even believe that he sins and is worthy of forgiveness. Go look at the tape. He was asked the question, and you stupid evangelic cults will hold this reprobate in such high regard. You're losers. The book says whatever is good, whatever is holy, whatever is just, these things you should cling to. Look at Trump. You people are idiots, man. I'm telling you. I feel so sorry for you. So I don't equate our politicians blurting out, oh yes, God bless America. What God are they talking about? You know, the politicians show up in your churches once a year when election time comes around or whatever. This is demagoguery, man. Come on. It's just foolishness. You got to vote your paycheck. You're voting. Oh, yes, Kamala Harris is smiling all the time. What is a Christian supposed to do? Have joy, right? Isn't this the idea of Christianity? Have joy, spread joy. How could you dumb evangelicals vote under the precepts that she smiles too much? Maybe she's just a child of God and have joy to share. You never thought about that? Instead of the doom and gloom that comes out of the Republican Party. It's always doom and gloom. And one guy, Nebuchadnezzar, I, Nebuchadnezzar Trump. He alone could fix it. These are the words that the Antichrist would usher in and utter when you guys are clamoring to solve the dispute. He's going to show up as, I am God. I am going to fix this. Me. You guys are clowns, man. I'm telling you. All of the scriptures is written. He says the righteous seldom would be saved. Okay? He says on that day, many would say, didn't I cast out devils in your name, Jesus? And he said, I would tell him, depart. I know you not, ye workers of iniquity. Many would say, Lord, Lord. But they wouldn't enter. Not everybody that cries out the name of Christ is of Christ, you fools. Now, I believe in separation, church and state. I don't give my politician a litmus test according to what God they believe in. That is stupidity because the Constitution doesn't allow that to happen. This is why we had churches, temples, whatever, and homes. You think if I had school-aged children, I would allow you guys with your blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus to tell me that's how God looks? With your racial subjugation techniques? Jesus didn't come out of Europe. Would you teach that in your schools? Talking about the Bible is a historic document? Yes, it's historic, but you got to teach in its entirety. Would you teach the children what the Bible says about the men in Egypt? They were hung like horses and their issues was like donkeys? Now you know those were black men. The Bible says they were the Egyptians were the land of Ham. It says so, but just being funny, folks. Stereotypes. Anyhow, I'm telling you, I vote union. Nothing matters to me. I don't need your God. I know my God. Abortions? Non-issue. You're talking about abortions. How many children were killed in Afghanistan with that illicit war we have looking for one man? What about the 2 Iraqs? How many children are killed in Palestine? What about Vietnam? Cambodia? Children are still dying today because we jettisoned our bombs over Cambodia. We were never, Cambodia and Laos, never had fight with these people. But you got the nerve to talk about abortion. We know what abortion is about. You believe in our replacement theory. Just like all of the developing nations, they are struggling to keep their populations afloat. It's the same thing with you, America. You think you don't care about our children. The highest mortality rate exists in the black community. You don't give a damn about that. No, all you are doing is selling whiteness. You're selling fear. They're gonna replace you. Remember those people in Charlottesville? Jews is not gonna replace us. And the great Trump shows up and says there are good people on both sides. A good Nazi's a dead one in my book. You guys are stupid. You just don't understand that you need to keep the church separate from the state. But it's inevitable they're going to lock hands and cause one of the worst disasters we're going to see. The book says it's going to be a time like no other. It says when this man shows up, he's going to destroy peacefully. You see what you guys are doing now, burning books? That's nothing new. They did it in Germany. They singled out the Jewish authors, start burning their books. You see the attack on the immigrants? Yes, you guys gonna have a night of broken tacos here instead of broken glasses. And next thing you know, you were conditioned. The Germans were conditioned. You know, the people replaced the books in the fire. You guys are heading down that road with your piety. The book says you gotta work out your salvation yourself. Work it out yourself. This is a destructive behavior. Destructive party. You're talking about oh, look at that. They didn't hire the Jewish guy, Shapiro, the anti-Semitic. Yet Kamala Harris is married to a Jew. All of a sudden, you want DEI to be in place. You're telling Kamala Harris she should take Shapiro because he's a Jew. Not for his qualifications. Don't give a damn if Tim has better potential, better qualifications. No, take him because he's a Jew. You're promoting DEI now because it's to your advantage. Because, you know, on the racist tip, America has never had a Jewish president. Shameful. But I guarantee you one would come out of the Democratic Party before the Republicans. Because this is the second person of color that, thank God, the majority of the United States is not racist. Thank God they would rally around this woman and she would destroy your stereotype. And thank God the mullahs, those reprobates they call the Supreme Court, gave the presidency this supreme power. So thank God. See, God work in mysterious ways, folks. Thank God they gave the presidency all of this power. So when Kamala Harris is in there, she would bypass the do-nothing Congress and implement certain things that would benefit all in this country. For too long, the rich has prospered. The Bible only talk about the rich a couple times, and it wasn't good. Why are we focused on the rich? Take care of the widows and the poor amongst you. This is what the Elohim says. But those mullahs don't know. They have given Kamala Harris a tool that could bring the United States into compliance. Since you want to be a Christian nation, she now has the power to bring the United States into compliance. You clowns are talking about about, oh, school loan forgiveness is unconstitutional. Why is invading a country under false pretenses not unconstitutional? Why is eviscerating $4 trillion in 20 years in Afghanistan not unconstitutional? But yet, to make an investment in teachers, doctors, lawyers, by giving them a break with their tuition, is unconstitutional. You could spend $2 billion on a stupid bomber to deal death, yet you cannot forgive your local teacher who has the responsibility of teaching your young ones. She is teaching your young ones and worried about her health insurance. She's teaching your young ones and worry about her car insurance. She's teaching your young ones and worry about the high cost of energy. We in this country are idiots, man. But we call that socialism. Guess what? When these corporations get all that money from us, they don't call it socialism. You know what they call it? You know what they call it? They don't call it socialism. They call it R&D and all of this nonsense. It's only we poor folks would latch on to this foolishness, man. It's only the weak and brain-damaged people like Clarence Thomas would allow name callings to deter them from fulfilling their duties. Oh, I didn't get a job with the white law firms because they think I am an affirmative action student. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why. I don't know since when diversity is a bad word. I think it's a word used in place of the N-word. That's what I think. But ladies and gentlemen, thank God, we as black people, I don't call myself African American. I call myself, I'm not a hyphen. I'm a black man living in the United States. Thank God the majority of black people ain't like Clarence Thomas in this country. Okay, we might do crazy things, but we're not stupid. We know what the Republican Party is about. Okay? Look at the convention. You could count the amount of black people on one hand. Look at the elected members and look at the cross-section that the Democratic Party represents. Look at all these white ladies. They don't care